This summer, the WNBA will bring excitement to the largest arena of the NBA as the Chicago Sky revealed that their home games against the Indiana Fever in 2025 will be held at the United Center. The renowned venue in Chicago, known for hosting the NBA's Chicago Bulls, has a seating capacity of nearly 21,000 spectators. It will host its inaugural WNBA game on June 7th, followed by a second matchup at the United Center on July 27th, featuring the Fever. Sky President and CEO Adam Fox expressed his appreciation for the dedication and passion of Chicago Sky fans, stating that their ongoing support deserves to be recognized through an increase in the team's capacity. The Sky now has the opportunity to surpass both the team and league's all-time attendance records, thanks to the upgrade from their usual Wintrust Arena with a capacity of 10,187. Chicago's most recent historic game occurred in 2016, resulting in a 77-67 defeat to the LA Sparks. This game drew a crowd of 16,144 spectators, surpassing the previous attendance record at Allstate Arena in Rosemont, Illinois. The Washington Mystics hold the current WNBA record after a close victory against Indiana by a score of 92-91 in front of a crowd of 20,711 at the Capital One Arena in September of last year. The next highly anticipated games between the Chicago team and the Fever will mark the second and third encounters scheduled for the 2025 WNBA season. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark, former NCAA rivals turned 2024 WNBA All-Stars, will face off a total of 5 times during this year's series of games, with Indiana hosting 3 of these matchups. Indiana not only set a record-breaking attendance mark in their game against the Mystics, but they also contributed to 2 other WNBA games, surpassing the 20,000 attendance threshold in 2024. Furthermore, the Fever exceeded the league's single-season home attendance record in the previous season, attracting nearly 341,000 fans. This represented a 36% increase over the previous record set by the NY Liberty in 2001. Anticipating a strong turnout of Indiana fans in 2025, both the Mystics and the Sun, similar to the Sky, have decided to relocate their upcoming home games against the Fever to larger arenas. Washington moved the games to the 14,000-capacity CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, while Connecticut will face Indiana at the TD Garden, the Boston Celtics' home court. Caitlin Clark observed the decreasing time on the shot clock, executed a crossover move to her left, and successfully made a long-range three-point shot over the outstretched arm of DeWanna Bonner. Missed shot that fails to hit the rim or backboard. Clark expressed her discontent with the referees at Mohegan Sun Arena as she fell to the ground during a crucial moment in the game. She accused Bonner, known for her defensive prowess with the Connecticut Sun, of impeding her landing space after attempting a three-pointer. Clark beseeched for a foul to be called, while Bonner adamantly denied any wrongdoing. Tempers flared momentarily, resulting in a physical confrontation before they were separated. This intense episode took place during Game 2 of the 2024 WNBA playoffs, showcasing the fierce competitive spirit shared by both players. Little did they know that 4 months later, following the Suns' victory over the Fever, they would become teammates. It is the playoffs, therefore, emotions are elevated and tension is heightened, stated Bonner on Monday. I am eagerly anticipating the opportunity to play alongside Caitlin. Indeed, they have already done so. Clark and Bonner, the most prominent free agent acquisition of the Fever this offseason, participated in an on-court training session on Monday in the team's practice facility before the area was reconfigured to set up a stage and numerous chairs for Bonner's debut press conference. Clark was seated in the front row, displaying a shy smile when Bonner mentioned their prior disagreement during the playoffs. This interaction, given the nature of both players, is unlikely to be their final clash as they start playing together. Clark stated that it is beneficial to have teammates who are equally competitive and that he anticipates the training camp to be an enjoyable experience. Dewana Bonner of the Indiana Fever reflects on her altercation with Caitlin Clark. The intensity of emotions tends to run high during playoff games. However, I am enthusiastic about the opportunity to compete alongside Caitlin on the court. The contributions she has made to this league and organization are truly remarkable. I'm sorry, but it looks like the text you provided is missing. Please provide the text you would like me to paraphrase in order for me to assist you accordingly. Thank you. Clark, along with Aliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, leads a talented trio of emerging stars in Indiana that made a significant impact in the league last season. Despite starting the season with a record of 1-8, the Fever ultimately ended the regular season with a balanced record of 20-20 and qualified for the playoffs, marking their first postseason appearance since 2016. Bonner personally witnessed the Fever's resurgence during the playoffs, prompting her to consider leaving the Sun, a team that has drastically changed its roster and entered a rebuilding phase. Her foremost consideration in making this decision was her desire to win another championship, having previously achieved this feat twice with the Phoenix Mercury. She expressed her ambition to return to the finals in pursuit of this goal. Bonner is convinced that joining the Fever, a team she described as being highly motivated, provides her with the best opportunity to excel, and the decision seemed like the most logical choice. Newly appointed COO and general manager of the Fever, Amber Cox, who had collaborated with Bonner in Phoenix, identified her as a sure bet for future induction into the Hall of Fame. Coach Stephanie White, who had previously led the Fever from 2015 to 2016, had mentored Bonner during her 2-year tenure in Connecticut before their reunion in Indiana. Even Bonner's young twin daughters, Callie and Demi, implored their mother to select Indiana, as it is only a short drive from their residence in Tennessee. I had a sense early on that Indiana was somehow connected to all the opportunities available to me, expressed Bonner, who recently signed a 1-year contract with the Fever. There was some hesitation initially about whether or not to pursue this path. However, after seeking counsel from Amber, I ultimately made the decision to commit, resulting in a moment of emotional release. In addition to the personal relationships, Bonner remarked that the Fever's level of competitiveness set them apart from other teams. At 37 years old, Bonner acknowledged that by signing a contract, she would be aligning the final stages of her career with Clark's remarkable rise to prominence. Throughout Clark's remarkable debut season, she shattered the league's records for both single-game and single-season assists, ultimately receiving recognition as a member of the All-WNBA First Team. Furthermore, she achieved the impressive feat of becoming the first rookie in the league's history to achieve a triple-double not once, but twice. In 2025, Bonner, the player with the most playoff games in WNBA history, aims to pursue a championship alongside the point guard who has emerged as a prominent figure in the sport. Bonner expressed that she does not see the need to urge Clark to adopt a playing style that she does not already possess. She acknowledged the difficulties of entering the league, particularly given Clark's unique journey. Bonner highlighted Clark's significant contributions to both the league and their organization, emphasizing the rarity of such achievements for a rookie. Bonner expressed her hope of providing support to Clark in making her transition smoother. Indiana Fever player Caitlin Clark discussed the impact of Dewana Bonner joining the team, specifically highlighting her strong competitive drive. Bonner, who is embarking on her 16th professional season, has received consecutive All Star selections and has been chosen for the All Star game 6 times in total. Last season, she contributed an average of 15 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1.2 steals per game as the Sun advanced to the semifinals of the playoffs. Bonner was described by White as a versatile player capable of making significant contributions on both offense and defense, serving as a key component in boosting the revamped Fever roster. In addition to Bonner, the team also acquired 3-time WNBA champion Natasha Howard through free agency and made a trade for Sophie Cunningham. Bonner recognized the upcoming challenge of adapting to new roles for each player, viewing it as a weight she welcomes in Indiana's pursuit of progress. In the previous season, tensions between Bonner and Clark led to an early exit for the Fever in the playoffs. However, this season, their objective as teammates is to ensure the elimination of their opponents. Bonner praised the tenacity and fighting spirit displayed by the Fever in almost winning the second game of the first round last year, highlighting the caliber of players on the team and their ambitious goals. She emphasized her own strong desire to win, describing herself as a consistent winner throughout her career and expressing determination to continue that trend without regressing. Furthermore, Bonner expressed her commitment to enhancing the team's existing strengths in order to elevate their performance to a higher standard. Clark expressed similar feelings when evaluating the significant changes made by the Indiana team during the offseason. At 23 years old, he commended the Fever for focusing on both immediate and future success by adding seasoned winners such as Bonner and Howard. He also lauded the organization's commitment to constructing a state-of-the-art $78 million practice facility, which could enhance their appeal to top free agents in the future. I anticipate that the upcoming years will prove to be exceptionally fruitful for this franchise, with sustained success anticipated for a decade or more, conveyed Clark. Our aspirations include securing multiple championship titles, and through strategic investments, the organization is committed to cultivating our excellence.